Welcome to Hunting with Hacks. I'm your host, Mike Slinkard. This week we enjoy a variety of spring pursuits. We'll start with spot and stalk black bears in British Columbia with bow hunting guru and my buddy John Dudley. Then you'll be right over my shoulder as I have a nose-to-nose encounter with a giant black bear in the mountains of eastern Oregon. After that, we're headed to Hawaii with Hex crew member Andy Day, where he's bow hunting ultra skittish free-range axis deer. And finally, we'll finish up with some exciting youth hunts with Hex crew member and my friend Brad Gohlke. This is going to be an action-packed episode, and it's all coming up next right here on Hunting with Hacks.
Hunting is about getting close. Really close. Get closer than you ever thought was possible.
When you have a cameraman and you setting out in a dirt field like this, you can get away with so much with this Hex on.
I've got to give credit once again to Hex.
We showcase the science of getting close right here on Hunting with Hex.
Hunting with Hacks is brought to you by PSE Archery. Tough Country, American values forged in steel. Ozonics, undetectable, undeniable. Victory Archery, the carbon arrow experts. Nocturnal lighted Knox, illumination that lasts for 20+ hours. Rocky Mountain hunting calls, we call the game. Tacticam, share your hunt. Warren Winches. Trophy Properties and Auction. And Hex Stealth Screen, the evolution of concealment.
On this first hunt, we're headed to British Columbia with my good friend and knock-on archery guru, John Dudley. John is spot and stalk hunting black bears with his PSE bow, and after a long boat ride, he climbs up on a mountain to a high vantage point to try to spot some bears feeding in the new grasses of the Canadian spring.
We got pack frames, weaponry. We're getting ready to go all the way to the top. It's gonna be a long day.
I can hear my heartbeat. Can you hear my heartbeat? Boom, 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 boom. Get you going. Sort it out way down there. Hopefully we're gonna be above a bear. Be able to spot him, shoot him, quarter him, pack him, get down to the water by dark. Maybe.
It wasn't long before he had one spotted in the thick brush, and it was headed his way. You know, John is a longtime Hex user, and he knows from past experience just how effective Hex technology is on bears of all species. So when this bear turned off at an angle, John wasn't afraid to move and get into a shot position. You know, this bear's only about 30 yards, but with all the brush and trees in the way, John doesn't have a shot. So he does the only thing that he can do, and he trusts his Hex technology to allow him to move into a better position undetected. Well, it worked perfectly, and the bear walked into an opening only 20 steps away, and John was ready.
Oh yeah, dude. Boom, dude, he came right in.
Up here in British Columbia, spot and stalk black bears, and once again, Hex moment. I got 20 yards from a bear up here on this mountain. We've been stalking all day. Had probably 20 minutes of footage of this bear, 30 yards or less, coming towards us, circling around, and we're up here spot and stalk. I'm just here to tell you, we've had several people in camp, and a lot of people were really close to bears, and for whatever reason, just the bears just sensed something, spotted them, and they never got a shot. And I actually asked him, "Are you a Hex user?" And he's like, "No, I'm not." And I said, that right there is exactly why I believe in it, because I know that when they come in close like that, even if they look at you, It just seems like over the years I get more time to make my shot, and as a bow hunter that's absolutely critical. Man, oh man, what a giant bear. I am so pumped. Thanks, Hex.
We're all packing. Everybody loaded to the bone, literally. Yes. 7-hour round trip to the ride.
Did you know that electroreception gives many animals, birds, and fish the ability to sense the electrical field given off by other living things? It was first studied in saltwater species like rays, sharks, and lobsters, but has since been observed in mammalian species as well. Hex technology blocks our electrical field and makes us less detectable to animals.
We'll be back with a crazy over-the-shoulder encounter right after this. Welcome back to Hunting with Hex. We're taking advantage of springtime opportunities this week. And before the break, we tagged along with bow hunting expert John Dudley on an exciting spring bear hunt in the mountains of British Columbia. Now, let's get back to the action.
Now we're headed to my home state of Eastern Oregon, where I spotted a good bear on a ridge across from me, and I'm headed over to try to get in range.
Okay, we saw a bear kind of across the drop. He's only about 200 yards from us. We didn't get him on film. He just walked through, but he's feeding in a spot over here. And there's a little opening, so I'm hoping that maybe we can come up over the top of that and maybe catch him on the other side. He's not very far away, so I'll go over there and see what we can do.
Well, the bear was moving up a small ridge, and with the wind in my favor, I was able to get above him and then slowly start working my way towards his last known position. When I finally spotted the bear, he was only about 30 yards away, but he was walking directly at me. I knew this was going to be a super close encounter when he cleared the brush, so I drew my bow in anticipation for a shot. Just when I thought I had him figured out, he turned the other way, making me have to reposition at the last minute. But as we've come to expect when wearing Hex, the bear didn't notice a thing. When he finally came out from behind the bigger tree, he was only 10 yards away, but I still had brush in the way, so I had to let him keep on coming.
Well, I wanted to take a minute to kind of go back over what just happened with that bear. He walked right up to us. I'm going to count how far he was. Now watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 steps. Remember, that's the tree he walked over before I shot him. So that bear was 6 steps. I had no idea in the world that me and my camera guy were right here. So I tell you what, I've said it a lot. Hex is something else on a lot of game, but on bears it really works well. So man, what an exciting Hex adventure.
At 6 yards, the quartering forward shot is not my favorite, but when they're right in your lap, sometimes you don't have a lot of options. I waited for that right leg to move back, clearing his vitals, and I let him have it. I can't believe it. We got so lucky. Almost no blood. But this bear went about 300 yards, and look at this thing. My God. Wow. Beautiful Oregon black bear. Gosh, look at the head. Look at the head on this bear. What a melon. Dang. Tell you what, I love hunting bears. It's super challenging, especially spot and stalk. We saw this bear. We didn't get him on film, but we saw him go around a hill above us, probably 300 or 400 yards up. And he kind of went over the top, so we went over, and just so happens that he was coming right to us. I don't know what he was looking for, but shots right here. Not my favorite angle, probably why we didn't find a lot of blood, but was certainly effective. Went through and got along, looks like maybe 2. But just a giant Oregon black bear here in the spring, spot and stalk the Hex way. So, boy, like I always say, we put the Hex on another one today.
If you're looking for a hex system, come visit our new website, where you have the option to build your own system from any of the hex clothing to match your particular hunting style. Or choose from one of our convenient pre-built systems specifically designed to cover you in hex technology in every season. Our most popular hex system is our base layer. The base layer is a lightweight semi-thermal material designed to be worn under your regular hunting clothing or over the top. It comes in the original olive green, as well as our new Hex Style Anywhere and Hex Style Green digital camo patterns to match any terrain. The material features a highly electrically conductive carbon grid woven into the polyester-based cloth. The grid blocks your body's electrical field. The suit is designed to be worn under your regular camo or over the top as an outer layer. The technology is effective either way. All complete hex systems include 3 pieces. These essential pieces include a hex pant, hex top, and hex head cover. You may use any combination of appropriate hex products to achieve the goal of covering as much of your body as possible with hex technology. The shirt is a quarter zip Henley with rugged serge stitching, embroidered hex logo, and thumb holes. The form-fitting pants have rugged serge stitching throughout, and the heavy elastic waistband and cuff ensure they stay in place. They also feature a convenient fly. The head cover has a hemmed eye hole, adjustable drawstring in the back, and is very easy to use. Additional accessories are sold separately and include the hex hat, our versatile multi-rag that can be worn in a variety of ways, camo gloves made of a lightweight stretchy material in matching camo, and a heavyweight over-the-calf sock. And of course, all of the accessories have the hex grid woven right in. Order right now and use the promo code to save on your order of a complete hex suit. Visit our website to learn more about our full line of clothing and accessories, as well as our fit guarantee for worry-free ordering. We have plenty of close encounters left, and they're all coming up right after this. Welcome back to Hunting with Hex. We're hunting spring black bears this week, and the guys have been stalking them with archery gear from British Columbia to the mountains of Oregon. As much as the Hex crew enjoys stalking these wily Bruins, they know other opportunities await the adventurous hunter.
You know, bear are a great early season animal to bow hunt, but it isn't the only early season animal that we like to hunt. My good friend Andy Day traveled to Molokai, Hawaii to bow hunt that island's free-range axis deer. Well, Andy's on a do-it-yourself hunt, so he's drawing on past experience to come up with a game plan. He starts by building a blind along a trail to try to catch some deer moving past. But as the days went by, he just wasn't seeing the number of animals that he'd hoped. Never willing to give up, Andy scouted the area and found a water seep with a lot of tracks around it. With nothing but wide open area nearby, Andy employed the old whitetail method and broke out a tree stand and hung it on a large tree near the water. His tenacity finally paid off when he spotted a good group of deer headed his way. You know, we've traveled to Hawaii several times in the past to chase this super wary deer species, and it's been a challenging hunt every time. But as we've shown multiple times, hex technology is a huge advantage even on the spookiest of species. Well, Andy was looking for a buck, and this group was mostly does and fawns. It did have one small buck in the group, and it was testing Andy's patience, standing broadside well within archery range. Andy kept looking for a bigger buck to show up, but when the herd started to move out, he had to make the decision of whether to shoot this young buck or pass and possibly go home empty-handed. In the end, Andy was there to take some delicious axis meat home for the freezer, so he decided to drop the hammer on this buck.
Well, there's my Molokai buck for the year. I am so happy to have this done. It's been a tough hunt so far, so now we're going to see if we can find a few does and take some more edible meat home.
If you're looking for a hex system, come visit our new website, where you have the option to build your own system from any of the hex clothing to match your particular hunting style. Or choose from one of our convenient pre-built systems specifically designed to cover you in hex technology in every season. The original hex suit is very lightweight, breathable, and versatile enough to be used in almost any hunting situation. The hex systems consist of 3 pieces. These essential pieces include a hex pant, hex top, and hex head cover. You may use any combination of appropriate hex products to achieve the goal of covering as much of your body as possible with hex technology. All hex hunting products are now available in our new Hex Style Anywhere and Hex Style Green digital camo patterns to match any terrain. The material features a highly electrically conductive carbon grid woven into the polyester-based cloth. The grid blocks your body's electrical field. The suit is designed to be worn under your regular camo or over the top as an outer layer. The technology is effective either way. The original pants are cut similar to sweatpants, with an elastic waistband, elastic cuffs on the bottom, side pockets, and a convenient fly. The pullover shirt features thumb holes, serge stitching, and an embroidered logo. The head cover has a hemmed eye hole, adjustable drawstring in the back, and is very easy to use. Additional accessories are sold separately and include the hex hat, our versatile multi-rag that can be worn in a variety of ways, camo gloves made of a lightweight, stretchy material in matching camo, and a heavyweight over-the-calf sock. And of course, all of the accessories have the hex grid woven right in. Order right now and use the promo code to save on your order of a complete hex suit. Visit our website to learn more about our full line of clothing and accessories, as well as our fit guarantee for worry-free ordering. We'll be right back after this quick break. Welcome back to Hunting with Hex. We've been enjoying several off-season hunts this week, and the fun isn't over. Let's catch up with host Mike Slinkard and see where we're headed next.
Now we're headed to the great state of Texas, where my friend Brad Gohlke has taken some time from his busy schedule to get his young daughter Lauren in the woods. You know, Brad has 3 kids, and he's passionate about getting them started right in the outdoors. You know, here at Hex, we've always made sure to have Hex systems available in the smaller sizes for the younger hunters, because we know that a successful hunt can get a kid hooked on the outdoors for life. And that is great for the kids, as well as our sport and our very way of life. We've seen Brad's son Hunter here on the show before, and this spring, Hunter and Brad were set up the Hex way in chairs in the wide open, and Hunter was able to drop a nice old gobbler. Well, on this hunt, it's Lauren's first time deer hunting. You know, Brad has some great property to hunt in Texas, and the pair were already seeing some good deer moving through the area. But as anyone who's ever hunted Texas knows, when the hogs show up, it turns into a hog hunt real fast.
Drop them.
All right, well, we came out here to try to get a big buck, and Lauren was really excited about trying to make a big buck famous, but you know what happens in Texas, the hogs come out and the hogs need to be dropped, right?
Yep.
What are they doing to the property?
tearing it up.
And yeah, they're tearing up property, digging holes everywhere. So we don't let opportunity pass on a hog. And Lauren, this is her first animal. So great one. Started off with, she made a great shot, 110 yards. Dropped it in its tracks, and now we're looking forward to having some bacon and pork chops, right?
Yep.
All right, honey, I'm very proud of you. You made a great shot for your first animal.
Great job, Lauren, on your first big game animal. We're also proud of Brad for making sure that he's getting his kids started off right in our great way of life.
Hex is excited to offer our first dedicated outerwear system. Our new premium quality outerwear pant, coupled with a Hex hooded shirt with integrated face cover, is the ultimate Hex system for any hunting situation. You can find this system on our website as a pre-built system, or you can customize this system even further using our new build-your-own system option. The hooded shirt comes with an integrated face mask, a convenient front pocket, thumb holes, and is the perfect Hex outerwear piece for these cooler days in the field. It comes in both Hex-style camo patterns as well as a two-tone version. Brand new to the Hex lineup is our outerwear pants. These will be the most comfortable hunting pants you will ever wear, and of course, they have the Hex patented technology woven right in. They feature a super comfortable action-cut, quiet fabric, ample pocket space, and a zippered leg pocket for your Hex accessories or your cell phone. This is a high-quality pant that replaces the need for an additional Hex layer in order to get the full Hex advantage. They come in both Hex-style Anywhere and Hex-style green camo, as well as an olive brown. This is quickly becoming our best-selling system. You can check it out on our website along with other great Hex products and accessories. Don't delay. We expect these systems to sell out fast.
Well, thanks for coming along with us this week to enjoy some early season Hex adventures. From wild mountain black bears out west to Texas hogs and even free-range exotic species like axis deer, Hex continues to prove that the animal's senses are far more developed than many hunters ever realized, and that by blocking our bioelectric signature, we can have a profound effect when that hunter gets in close. With well over a decade of proven results and hundreds of thousands of satisfied Hex users all over the world, Hex is no longer seen as a fringe technology, but rather a well-proven advantage that will help any hunter stay less detectable when the game gets in close. If you haven't yet experienced the Hex difference, simply go online or give us a call. You know, we have a ton of new options, so we're sure to have the perfect Hex system to fit your style of hunting. In the meantime, we'll keep pushing the limits and bringing it to you each week, right here on Hunting with Hex.
If you have an amazing Hex encounter you'd like to share, give us a call or go online. You can find out more on our website. While you're online, make sure to take a minute and check us out on our social media sites as well.